I slept with another woman on a break, and now my wife has changed. My wife and I, both 40, have been together for 15 years. The past 3 years were turbulent and we fought all the time. Until about a year ago, when we decided we needed a time apart or separate. We chose the first option. The first period we went no contact at all. But then we started texting, then meeting for lunch dates, etc. We talked about the problems. I felt miserable without her, and I hope she did too. Because I missed her every day. The problems that we always fought about. The mundane stuff were so trivial now, and we talked about how our issues were really non-issues. She said she loved and missed me so much, and I felt so much relief that she felt the same way. So I confessed that I was miserable without her and how our problems were nothing compared to not being with her. We made a plan to reconcile, and a month ago she moved back home. Before we separated, we discussed what we are allowed to do during our separation. She said that she didn't want to sleep with others, but that I was free to do it because we will be legit separated, and she doesn't have a right to decide over me while we aren't a couple. I slept twice with a colleague of mine. It wasn't good and I regretted it, so I ended it. It basically wasn't worth it. When my wife moved back, she asked me if I did something. She didn't. I told her the truth, and she was silent for a while, and then said that it was fair enough and not cheating, because we already discussed the possibility. Since we have talked about it, she has been distant. She says that she is happy and that she missed home, and I too missed her, and I haven't been this happy, but I don't know. When I ask her, she says she's fine and not to worry, but I don't know. I have caught her crying a few times, but she says it is the news and the world's condition. My wife is wild in bed, and I usually don't need to do much to put her in the mood. Now she doesn't react to my touch, and sometimes we try for a long time, but she says she can't and starts crying. I don't know how to solve this. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but even a hug or a kiss. I feel her going rigid in my arms, but she insists it's nothing and just that she isn't in the mood or tired. I miss her warmth.
Here are the top comments.
You still see the colleague at work every day. I can't figure would your wife is happy about you sleeping with anyone else, let alone a coworker.
He had plans to get back to his wife and then slept with a coworker he'll see every day. And he wonders why his wife is upset. This dude is a joke.
If my husband and I were separated and I found out he slept with a coworker, I'd be climbing the walls thinking about if he'd always found her attractive, if he'd always wanted to sleep with her, if he would be tempted again, if they flirt with each other at work, and constantly questioning if I could trust him around her. I don't know, man. I know you were separated, but a coworker would be hard pill to swallow. Put yourself in her shoes and see how you would feel. I'd imagine you probably need to make some decisions around your work if you want to salvage this with your wife.
Yep, she's definitely not okay that you slept with someone else you have known. She's trying to make herself get over it, but she's struggling. If you don't have a couples therapist, now is the time to get one.